So you all will know within 0.5 seconds of opening this video that today I went off to Home Bargains. I usually love going to Home Bargains and it's just not having the same buzz for me recently, and I'll explain more about that later on in the video. These Child Farm sun creams looked really good for £2.49, but I only managed to get a few snapshots in aisles 1 to 3 because Sienna then needed the toilet and there isn't a toilet in Home Bargains, so I was a little bit rushed for the second half of the shop. These were a dupe of a dry robe for kids for £20. Not sure if they'd be much good, but for 20 quid you can't go wrong. Crocs were only £2.50 and water shoes were £4. Didn't quite catch the price of the wetsuits. These chairs look similar to the ones that I've seen and I like in Dunelm, but these are only £19.99. There was loads of, your usual holiday essentials and garden essentials, all your plastic outdoor bowls, plates, wine glasses for people to spill things, and lots of Italy and Greece focused cushions, etc. And these Italy outdoorable laundry conditioners. This is me trying to show you a wavy mirror without showing you me, but that didn't end very well. And these are some Cif cleaning sprays for £1.89. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all? Hope you all had a lovely weekend. I have just got back from not Marks and Spencer's, as the bag suggests. I've been to Home Bargains. Now, I would say that I've been to Home Bargains to do my monthly shop, but the intention was good, but it's not being well executed. Or the idea was good, but it's not being well executed. The idea was a couple of months ago that I would go to Home Bargains once a month and buy cleaning products, hair care products, shower products, all of those sorts of things, and I'd buy it in one monthly bulk instead of buying it weekly with the grocery shopping. However, it's highlighted just how much money we must spend on those products, because this will not last a month. Last month didn't last a month. The month before that did not last a month. But I can't spend any more. I just can't bring myself to do it because it's actually eye-watering. How much this costs today, I would need to spend half, if not 2/3, the same again to make it last a whole month. So it's not being well executed, and I'm thinking I may well just go back to buying our products in with our shopping, and then go back to how I used to have a trip to Home Bargains when I fancied having a little bit of a splurge, because when you go to do this sort of shop and you're seeing it like in the trolley and it's getting more and more expensive, you don't then dare buy any of the other stuff that you would like to splurge on, like, your candles and all your housey bits and your nice things, because you're like, wow, there's already a lot in the trolley, this is going to cost a fortune. But also you do pick up things that you wouldn't necessarily. I'd like to say that everything I've bought today, or 95% of it, is stuff that we did need, or we do need, but it's not necessarily something that I would have gone out specifically to buy. It's something that I would have just maybe thought about and picked up when I saw it another time. So yeah, there is not strictly only what we need here, but you'll see what I mean when I show you. So for instance, I did not know I needed acrylic marker pens, but I saw them in there, £3.99 for a pack, and I thought those would be really handy for when we go to the beach and you want to do colouring, painting on rocks, because acrylic pens are brilliant for that. Your standard Crayola felt tip pens don't work, they just seep straight into the rock. So I just see these and I was like, oh, they'll be good for next time we go to the beach and we go colouring on rocks, because the girls enjoy doing that. But I don't have a plan to go to the beach to do that anytime soon, but I did see them and I picked them up. So yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't go out and say, well, one of the things I need to get today is shampoo, conditioner and acrylic pens, but I did buy acrylic pens, so it does bump the total up by doing this in Home Bargains. So yeah, first things first, I got acrylic pens. But then it also does jog your memory over things that you need that you would have maybe forgotten about. Although this isn't something that I should have forgotten about, but this is definitely something that I would have been in the supermarket tomorrow evening frantically buying, because I would have been reminded of it last minute and be like, oh, I knew I was meant to buy that. And that is a few bits. There's a couple of bits. I'm not going to show you them all at once because they're all muddled up. And that was exam kit for Riley. So he's got his end of year exams starting on Wednesday, and he will need all of the bits that you need for end of year exams. Now, anyone with a teenage child in secondary school will probably be in the same boat, where you buy them all of this stuff at the beginning of the year. So in September, they go back to school with all of the kit and caboodle. They've got it all. And then, before you know it, they've just got a pen in their blazer pocket. A pen in their blazer pocket, which then pokes a hole in the liner of the blazer, and then the pens are all floating around the bottom of the blazer. Yes, Summer? Summer's just got in from college. So yeah, it was a case of this I knew I needed to buy, but also would have slipped my mind until the last minute, because I'm that sort of person. I'm one of those disorganised mums. In fact, I'm well known for being the sort of person that can only deal with a couple of days at a time. Like, don't talk to me about what's happening 2 weeks from now, because I'll have forgotten, because I am not the most organised of people. There is also in here other bits that he needs for that, which we'll get to as I empty the bag. We did all need new toothbrushes, so I have got 3 packs. It's always tricky making sure you can get enough toothbrushes that everyone has a different one, so everyone knows which one belongs to them. The younger 2 girls have electric toothbrushes. Sienna's not overly keen on it. She doesn't like the feeling of the vibrations in her mouth. So I have bought her an ordinary toothbrush this time. So I buy a pack of 4 for Jamie, Reese, Summer and Riley. So they all choose a colour each. I then buy, oh, there should be another one. I normally then buy a packet of 2 for me and Kev. However, I saw these ones, the Oral-B 3D white, and I've got one in a lilac-y colour and one in a baby blue. Those ones were £1.49 each, so they were a little bit more expensive, but hopefully they're good. So yeah, I've got one each for me and Kev, and then like I said, I've bought then another 2-pack so that Sienna can have an ordinary toothbrush as well, because yeah, she does still use her electric toothbrush, but she did say to me whilst I was picking up toothbrushes, I quite like just using an ordinary one, so she can have the choice. I also picked up this, and I didn't actually need toothpaste. I have got toothpaste in the bathroom, but these you'll see in the footage that you'll have already watched. These were on the Star Buys, and they had quite a high retail price, but they were only, I think it was £1.89. Optimum toothpaste, whitening toothpaste. I don't know what any of this means. Shades whiter, 6% HB and HAP guaranteed, 20 years of stains removed. Now that sounds on the box amazing, doesn't it? 20 years of stains removed, but at £1.89 I thought I'd give it a go, so I can add that to all of the other toothpaste that we've got in our garden. Not in our garden, in our bathroom. We don't brush our teeth in our garden. We definitely brush them in the bathroom. We've got some shampoo and conditioner. Now, I have been buying the massive Pantene ones with the pump on the top. Those are £3.99 each, but I like to switch up my shampoo and conditioner because I think your hair gets used to it and it doesn't feel as efficient when you use it over and over and over again. I do like swapping and changing. And these Dove Glow Up, there was a few things called Dove Glow Up. I guess it's it says it's limited edition and it sounds really nice, but those were only £1.99 each, but they will not last a month. I'd have needed to buy 3 or 4 of these for them to last anywhere close to a month. And that's what I mean, like, I'm not executing the plan because the plan is to do it monthly, and I'm definitely not executing the plan. I'm just not able to spend that much money in one go. It makes me feel jittery. I'm like, oh, I can't do it. So I'll just buy one of each. So those will last a week at most, and then I'll need more. This, however, should last a month. The Fairy Max Power Fairy Liquid. This was, I think it was £2.99. Now, when our dishwasher was working, I didn't care for washing up liquid. Just buy a 60p cheap bottle from Sainsbury's, and that was fine. But our dishwasher, in fact, does not work anymore, and definitely find this to be a really good washing up liquid. And if you use, I find if I buy the cheap ones and we're washing up all of our washing up because the dishwasher isn't working, we use so much of it, whereas this is really good. So it is worth spending an extra, spending a little bit extra on a Fairy. I've not tried that spray one yet, the Skip the Soak stuff. A little bit too expensive for me. I look at it and I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you have used it and if it is any good. I definitely think it would probably be worth buying if it is good in the winter when you're making like roast dinners and like cottage pies, and your dishes get all like thick with cottage pie and such. I think that Skip the Soak, if it is good, maybe I would splurge out on it in the winter time, but I don't feel like it's necessary right now. I've got a floor cleaner. This will probably last the month. Just put a cap full of that when I'm cleaning the floors. So I went for the Cif Ocean Fresh. Talking of Cif, I also did a little bit of video footage of this. I quite like Cif products. I've used, when I was cleaning houses and caravans and such, I did like Cif products. And I thought I'd give this a go because of that. It says it's a trial pack, Cif Infinite and Clean, all in one, long-lasting cleaning. And it says cleans dirty hobs, bikes, mirrors, pet areas, smudgy glass, tiles, taps, electronic devices, and trash cans. Trash cans, we're in America now. Bookshelves, refreshes soft furnishings. Basically, you can use it on anything. You know, you don't need all of these different products. You can just use this. And looking at the picture on the back, I don't know if you can see that, it looks like you don't have to buy the whole thing again. You just take the top off and add it to another bottle. So again, it's all about less plastic usage and such, isn't it? And so I thought I'd give it a go. It said its RRP was quite expensive for a cleaning spray. Not very big. I do really like the Ineos stuff as well, and I've still got some of that left. But I thought, I'm a sucker for a new product. I'll give it a blast. We'll give it a go. And if it is as good as it says on the tin, and you can use it for cleaning absolutely everything, then isn't that a bonus? Especially if you're strapped for space, for storage, like we are in our house. Some toilet duck. This is a new one, a summer one, Harpic. Again, is this going to last me a month? One bottle. Is one bottle of toilet cleaner going to last a month in a house with multiple older boys? Absolutely isn't. But again, I only bought one. I'm just not very good at doing a monthly thing. I got some air freshener. Again, I wouldn't have bought air freshener. I don't like air fresheners. I don't have plugins around my house. If anything, I will light a wax smell when the house is nice and clean. You know, like when you've cleaned and the room's spotless, you're like, oh, I'll light a candle because the room is clean, so I'll light a candle. I don't really like artificial smells. I don't like all of the information that's out there about how damaging they are to your body. If you've got, what I mean is like plugins, if you've got a plug-in going 24 hours a day, and there's a lot of information out there to say that's really damaging to your health. So I do tend to steer clear of air fresheners, but I'm a sucker for packaging. Look how lovely the packaging is. It's Thailand. It's got a tiger on the front, and Felicity picked it up, and I was like, shall we get it? It's $1.99. But did I need it? No. So there is things here where I'm like, yeah, I'll use it, but I wouldn't have specifically gone out to buy it. I wouldn't have been like, I need to go to the supermarket today because we've run out of air freshener. that would never enter my head, but here we are. This I did need. We needed some hand soap. Is one bottle of hand soap enough to last me a month? No, of course it's not. I should have bought multiple, but we've got it. We've got some hand soap for the next week. Bird seed. I did need bird seed. We've got loads of little birds out the front of our house and nesting up on our roof. So what I do need to do is, a friend of Kev's built our bird table. It does desperately need repainting, and he built it quite big, and the pigeons and seagulls can fit on it. So if I put that seed out there now, within a few minutes it's going to be gone, because the pigeons and the seagulls will have got on the bird table and taken it. So what I'm going to get Kev to do is put some, we've got some wire that we need to actually put up properly for the tomato plants to grow up. So I'm going to get him to use that wire and wrap it around the bird table to make the area that the birds can get through smaller, so the pigeons can't fit up there. But yeah, bird seed for the birds. That was long-winded. I've got some pencils because we are running low on pencils for the girls using for doing their work. I feel like some of this stuff I may have left in the car. There is definitely somewhere, it's not here, it must be in the car still. I didn't take a bag with me, so I had a trolley and I just put it all back in the trolley, then put it all in the car, and then I went out to the car with a bag to put it all in. But I think I've missed a few things, and one of those things was a clear pencil case, again for Riley. And I also got him, because they've got to have a different, like a black pen, a red pen, a green pen, so I just got him one of the Bic ones that's got it all in one. So he's got the set with all of the rulers, the protractors and everything in it. That's got a couple of pencils in it, a sharpener, rubber, and that does the job of all of the coloured pens that he requires. So in theory, I'm hoping, I need to check the email, but I'm hoping that's everything he needed. And if it's not, I've probably got it here anyway. Washing. I'm definitely missing stuff. Oh no, it's not, it's there. I needed washing detergent because the sun's come back out, so that means I can do some washing. And I wanted to try the new Lenor Outdoorables, the Italy ones, Essence of Italy. And I like to use a very, like just a non-bio when I'm using a nice smelling softener, because the gels or the pods, they all have their own scent to them. So I always try to buy just a plain, like non-bio, if I've got something nicely smelling to go with it. And they didn't have much there, but what I did get was this one, the Pink Stuff. They had a huge stand of all of the different pink stuffs, and we've used other Pink Stuff products before and they are good. So I thought I'd just give this a go. It was, I think it was like £1.99. And also from that stand, I got the Pink Stuff toilet foamer. And again, that is an item that I would not have gone out and said, I need to buy toilet foamer this week. We've run out of toilet foamer. I must go and buy some. It's not something that I would have done, but I saw it there and I bought it at £2.19. I mean, the downstairs toilet has got some pretty tough stains on it. It's very, very old. I think it's been in the house since the house was built. So this probably won't even touch it, but we'll give it a go. Hopefully we're going to be having a new toilet suite put in there at some point very soon, because the toilet is breaking and it has been breaking for quite some time. We got home from our trip to Scotland midnight. Everyone's knackered. We've been on the road for 6 hours. Everyone's bursting for a wee. So some people run upstairs to use the upstairs toilet, and Jamie ran to the downstairs toilet. And the next thing we know, Jamie has flushed the toilet, and the toilet is literally, not dirty water. The clean water from the system was not going down into the toilet, but instead up into his face and all over the downstairs bathroom. So it was like the most awful timing. Like, we just walked in the door, everyone's busting for the toilet, and we've been on the road for 6 hours, and now there's toilet water being sprayed all over the downstairs toilet. So yeah, hopefully that toilet is going to be replaced, because there's only so many times we can fix it, and it's just not fixing and staying fixed. But I'm going to give one of these a go anyway. I got some more of the Astonish carpet shampoo. I don't know if, I thought it was maybe a scented one because the packaging is different. It's got pink, a purple lid, but there's nothing written on here that says there's any scent to it. I think it's just new packaging because it also says Wall Safe approved, and it never said that before. This is less than £2 in Home Bargains, and it is absolutely brilliant. So that's for my new carpet cleaner. That's the other toothbrush. Always pick up some of Felicity's favourite pretzels when we're in there. I picked these up because they're quite a handy little size for, like this morning, for instance, Sienna was washing and cutting up grapes, and she was using a big like dinner bowl. So I just picked up some of these for ice cream or like, yeah, fruit and such. They were 99p for 4. I picked up Sienna picked up a water bottle for the dog. So we went out for a walk with the dog yesterday, and I forgot to take water with me, but we were with friends who also had dogs. So he did not, do not panic. He did not dehydrate. He didn't go without. He shared Mabel's water, but I usually just grab an empty squash bottle from the recycling and take a plastic bowl with me, which is just, you know, it's just one of those things I do. I just need to take some water, that's what I'll grab. Whereas this, for 79p, it's actually, you know, it's a nifty thing, it's handy, and you fill it up and then you squeeze the bottle and the bottle goes into the trough and the dog has a drink for 79p. Why have I not bought one of those sooner? Why do I keep taking a bottle out of recycling? And the last thing I bought was some rubber gloves for Jamie, because he hates getting his hands wet, he hates washing up, and I'm sick of doing his washing up for him. And I'm not talking like, you know, he has to wash up everything that he uses. I'm talking about when he collects up glasses, plates, bowls, doesn't bring them to the sink, and then brings them in one great big mound and then expects me to wash them up. I'm talking about those times. So I said to him, the last time he did that to me, I'm going to buy you some rubber gloves. And he said, go on then, buy me rubber gloves, then I'll be fine with doing the washing up. So time will tell. Jamie has got some rubber gloves. And I think that is everything. Oh, that's everything I bought in Home Bargains. And then I went round the corner to the Superdrug to buy some razor things. So I used to always buy disposable razors in with my supermarket shopping. And a couple of weeks back, I was in Superdrug and I bought the Superdrug razor and their 5-blade razor and a pack of these. When I got them home, Summer said those Superdrug blades fit the Estrid razor. So both Brooke and Summer have an Estrid razor, and the blades for the Estrid razors are quite expensive. So they don't buy them, they use the disposable razors that I buy instead. So now I've bought myself a reusable razor and I just need to buy the blades. They now use my blades because they fit their Estrid razor. So I bought 2 packs because they were on buy one, get one half price. So it was £7.50 for, how many do you get? Oh, you only get 3. See, I read that as you get 5, but obviously I just see the number 5, but it's the 5 blades. You actually only get 3 in a pack, and they are £5 for 3, or buy one, get one half price, so £7.50 for 6. So yeah, this is what was meant to be a cheaper way of doing it, but I'm not actually sure that it is. But I'll put them in the bathroom cabinet and they're there then for anybody that needs them. And I don't know if I've got the receipt or whether I kept it. No, I don't. It came to Home Bargains, £53. And I feel like that's such a lot of money. £53. I mean, the girls had a milkshake each and they shared a packet of sweets each. No, they shared a packet of sweets between them and they had a milkshake each, and I had a drink as well. So there was a couple more items, but still £53 seems like an awful lot of money, and no, it is not enough for a month. So I actually dread to think how much money we do actually spend on washing our clothes and washing our bodies. Quite a lot. It is quite a lot. But anyway, yeah, that is my little Home Bargains haul. Like I said, nothing exciting. There's no like home items, no picture frames, lamps, candles, all of that sort of thing. I did go up and down all of the aisles, and there's not a great deal. It's still not giving at the moment. It's still not all of that exciting. roll on, well, not roll on because I love the weather being nice and warm, but roll on autumn when all of the nice bits come into Home Bargains. But for now, that is my Home Bargains haul. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video.